good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. So today is Thursday and it's actually 3 o'clock p.m. na here in Australia. So today's video, I would like to share to you what are the things that we can do and we cannot do in Australia. And as a migrant, I would like to share my experience, what sort of things I learned and how did I survive or adjusted in this country for me to keep going and to live peacefully. So yeah, I choose 5 do's and 5 don'ts that I really learned when I moved in Australia. And I hope this video will give you a little tips on how to adjust in Australia, or not just in Australia, but of course when you move to a foreign country, we really need to adjust, right? So before anything else, I would like to clarify that whatever details I'm going to share in this video will be all about my personal experience as a migrant here in Australia. And I believe that those things that I choose about do's and don'ts are very useful for me. Like, it really helps me to adjust well and to keep on going and, you know, live peacefully in Australia. So I would like to share those things with you, and hopefully you will find it a little useful. And who knows, if you're gonna move to a foreign country, you might implement those things as well for yourself. So let's start. So guys, I arrived in Canberra in 2017 and it was a spring season. And of course, as a migrant, you are totally clueless of everything, and I am not shy to say that because it's normal. So these are the 5 do's and don'ts that I really learned when I was new in Australia, and I am implementing it until now for me to be able to live peacefully and happily here in Australia. So number 1 for do's is stay on your lane. So always remind to stay on the left lane whenever you go, wherever you are. Just stay on the left lane, or else you're gonna be in trouble with the incoming traffic, or especially, let's say, the other people, the Australian people, they really doesn't want to just, you know, people just keep coming or walking in front of them. So yeah, when I was new in Australia, I find it really hard because I always forgot. I just keep on walking wherever I want to walk, and I always be in trouble with the Australian people or whoever. I sometimes bumped to a person before, and it was a big trouble actually. People doesn't like that. So later on, I learned that I need to remember all the time whenever I go out, I need to stay on my lane to avoid a problem. So that's the first thing that we need to learn if we are going to a foreign country. And the number 1 for don'ts is not minding the other people. It means you don't give a shit with other people. That's really a big no, because it's not a fun, or it's not good for everyone. So if you're gonna be doing that, you will be in trouble all the time. So better avoid that kind of attitude to make yourself safe from everyone. And number 2 for do's, we need to be polite. Yes, wherever we go, try to be polite to anyone, because same as you, if someone will not be polite to you, you're gonna feel sad, right? Or you will not like it. So under the polite, I learned to say thank you more often in Australia, because to be honest, in the Philippines, yeah, I say thank you, but not all the time. Especially if I'm talking with my super friends or family, sometimes I forgot to say thank you because we are super comfortable with these people, right? But here in Australia is so different. Wherever you are in Australia and whatever you do, you really need to always say thank you, excuse me if you really need to, sorry, and please. So those 4 are very important here in Australia. For me, I am so happy that I learned those things, and yeah, it makes my life really easy. And to be honest, it really feels good to be polite and say good words to someone, because if you're gonna hear those nice words from someone, it will make you feel good as well. So number 2 for don'ts, don't be rude. Anyone doesn't like a rude person, right? If you are rude in Australia or wherever you are, no one will likes you. So here in Australia, I'm so lucky I didn't encounter any rude person yet. So I'm pretty happy with that. But yes, some of my friends, they already encountered rude people. Of course, rude people are everywhere. I'm not saying that Australia is perfect. There are also few people that are rude around. That's why we need to implement to ourselves to be nice for us to not encounter any rude person, I guess. Let's move to number 3 for do's. It's be kind. Yes, I totally agree 100% that we need to be kind regardless of the situation. So always start the kindness to yourself for you to be kind to others. Let's spread kindness because it is totally free, right? And number 3 for don'ts. Don't be a bully. My goodness, seriously, bully is a big hate and it's a big no. Nobody will likes you if you are a bully person, or if you are a bully person, what you can get from there? You will not get rich if you are a bully person. If you think you cannot be kind, then that's alright. Just try to not bully or hurt anyone around you. So yeah, I'm pretty lucky. I didn't experience those kind of bullying yet since I arrived in Australia, so I'm pretty safe. For number 4 of those, follow the rules. Of course, if you are in a foreign country, you really need to obey the rules or else you're gonna be in trouble. So here in Australia, they are pretty strict when it comes to the rules. And yes, when I was new, I tried to ask Andrew and I also searched online what are the basic rules in Australia for me to avoid a problem and to maintain a good record here in Australia, because it is really important to have a good record in Australia, especially if you are a migrant. So yeah, we really need to always follow the rules wherever we are, okay? Number 4 of don'ts, breaking the rules. So if you are in a foreign country, you really need to study or at least do a research of what are the rules in this country for you to avoid the problem. Because if you break the rules, that's the most scary thing to do actually for me as a migrant, because you know, we need to be careful and we need to protect our visa. If we're gonna break any rules in the foreign country, they might send us home in our country and they might ban us to enter again. So the best thing to do as a migrant is always be good, follow the rules, and try to be a good human being or citizen in their country, and everything will follow. So number 5 of those, be positive. Of course, the most important thing is you need to be positive. I know as a migrant, it's super difficult or big adjustment, and there's always a challenge to be far away from our loved ones, family, especially if you are not used to it. Like for me, it was my first time to move outside the country actually. And imagine that I left everything in the Philippines and moved here with Andrew. So there was a time that, you know, it's very normal to feel lonely, weak, and down. It's really normal. Just go with it. But at the end of the day, always remember that you are strong. That whatever it takes, you can stand. Like, you just need to keep on going. Do something that will make yourself busy and occupied. You can go out, talk to your partner, or if you have friends already, or something like that. Don't let yourself to always feeling down. Because as what I've always said, everything is our choice. So if you choose to be lonely all the time, then you might find it difficult to survive in a foreign country. But if you choose to be positive, at least be positive at the end of the day, you're gonna go farther. So let's try to be positive. Yeah, we can do it. We are Filipino and we know that we are a strong human being. So just go and be positive. That's the best thing that we can do, migrants people. So for the last one of don'ts, number 5 is don't give up. As a migrant, it is really easy to feel giving up, but please don't. Just like me, there are times that I would like to give up before as well when I was new here, especially when I was trying to find a job. Like, I want a job in the office because in the Philippines, I was working in the office. But as what they've said, it's really difficult to find a job that you really want to if you are a new in this country. So yeah, you just need to accept the fact that you are new, you are a migrant, you need to start from the bottom. So just be positive, accept the challenge, and go with the flow. As long as you are doing the right thing, you didn't hurt anyone, then everything will follow. So my advice to all the migrants out there, don't give up. Whatever challenge may come in the future, always think that we are stronger than the problem, okay? So I hope those things are helpful for you guys, and thank you so much for always watching my video. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, and I will see you again next time. Bye!